Oklahoma fight fans, we're here with Andrew, the sniper Todhunter, who's a 185-pound, for now, middleweight destroyer on the minor league, or excuse me, on the amateur circuit. And you've got a big fight coming up, Xtreme Fight Night 5, inside the joint, Friday, November 18th. Do you know who you're fighting?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. Does it matter? Because you didn't know who you were fighting last time I spoke to you a couple of weeks before the fight, and honestly, it didn't seem to matter.
I really don't think it's going to matter. I'm not going to really change my game plan up at all for this fight. I'm going to stick to the basics again: boxing, grappling, and kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. I think that if you're a well-rounded fighter, I think I can dictate where the fight's going to go.
You know, speaking of that last fight, I had an up-close and personal view of it, and you fought who I think they should nickname him the Terminator, this Charlie Morrison. You connected with him with what looked like it would have put a mule down. And this guy kept getting up. I mean, you dropped him, you waylaid on him. How he survived that first round, I'll never know. What did you learn about yourself being in there, hitting this guy with these shots, and him just keep coming back?
He was definitely testing my will. I never hit someone that hard in my life, that many times, and every time I hit him, and he'd just come right back. He was definitely testing my will and pissing me off at the same time. So it turned into a war, and I needed that, and I'm ready for that again. I've changed my game plan a little bit more to where I can kind of finish that situation. I made a lot of mistakes in that fight when should have been throwing punches and bunches instead of loading up power shots, because the power shots obviously weren't working.
Well, so you've been working then, I take it a little bit more on your stand-up?
Yes, sir.
Because that fight stayed on your feet, except for whenever he got kind of knocked on his ass there. But you guys kept standing up. And the way he kept coming back, though, I mean, when I talked to you last time, I thought you were going to be turning pro soon. But it sounded to me earlier, like when we were talking, like you might want to stay amateur and kind of round out your game a little bit more. I mean, is that kind of the plan right now? Yeah,
I definitely. I think I'm gonna stay amateur for a few more fights, and I'm gonna dabble in the boxing world for a little bit. This will probably be after this fight here at the Hard Rock, November 18th. I'm gonna step off, and I think I'm gonna get into the Golden Glove circuit for probably 5 or 6 boxing matches, and then I'm gonna come back to MMA. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to get my hands sharp and ready for the next level of competition.
Now we're here at Clint's Martial Arts out here in Owasso, training with Christian and a bunch of great guys out here.
Yes, sir.
What about stand-up? I mean, are you working with someone specific, or do you have someone in mind that you're going to work with when you go into the boxing world?
Yeah. I've been working with the Owasso Boxing Club head coach Aaron over there, and he's a great guy, and we get a lot of one-on-one time and really working technique. We've been pounding boxing technique, footwork drills, mitt work, pivoting, stepping, parrying. So it's going to be interesting how this fight goes down. I'm excited to see. I'm not really going to be thinking about it, but I'm excited to watch the replay and see how I react to whatever gets thrown.
Okay, so whenever you're working on the boxing with the boxing coach, does he, I mean, obviously he knows you're an MMA fighter. Is there anything he has to change as far as your footwork to keep you in that defensive takedown type?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good wrestler, so we've been kind of working boxing fundamentals, like straight boxing, but now we're transitioning to get my stance back for an MMA fight. So I kind of broke away from fighting MMA, period, and went straight to a boxing technique, and now I'm kind of mixing them together. So it's going to be interesting how it works out.
Well, you know, and I know you're kind of a busy guy. You're also going to school. How's that going?
It's going good, sir. I graduate this semester, so I'm excited about that. A lot of level 3 and 4,000 classes, so it's really been kicking my butt.
How do you balance your life, I mean, with the boxing, with the MMA, the grappling, school work, which of course you can't, forget about? I mean, how's that going? Keeping you pretty busy?
Yeah, I really don't have a life outside of all this, to tell you the truth. It's school, training, school, homework, training, and that's about it.
Well, we're looking forward to see how it all pays off inside the ring. And again, this is like your 3rd or 4th time there inside the joint. You're probably getting more comfortable. But just explain to everyone, your friends, your fans, your family, what it is like in there, the energy. I mean, when you and Charlie were banging, well, mostly you banging, but the place is just electric in there. You really feel like they're on top of you, right?
Oh, it's intense. The crowd's intense, and the more they get pumped up, the more I get pumped up. So I don't know, if they want a war, that's how you get one. You just pump up the fighters, and I can definitely feel the energy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're definitely going to have a sellout. Once again, the last 2 or 3 have been sellouts inside the joint at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And you can get tickets by contacting the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino box office or 918-627-7070, or they can hit you up, right?
Yes, sir. If you're friends with me on Facebook, hit me up, send me a message. I'll meet you anywhere after practice and get those tickets to you. If you have my cell phone number, just text me.
Hey, either way, you need to be there. This is going to be a card that you don't want to miss. One more real quick. You were talking about one of the fights you're looking forward to, Thomas Longacre.
Oh yeah, Thomas Longacre, he's the man. I look forward to seeing him step off against Anthony Macias. They're 2 old war horses, and it's going to be a war. And Thomas is going to bring it. I think Anthony Macias is going to bring it. And probably the most exciting fight I've been looking forward to for a long time now. I was looking forward to it last time, but Thomas got hurt. But it's going to be an epic fight.
And he might be paying attention to the Trey Houston fight too, right?
Oh, I'm watching you, Trey.